Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about wearable spring 2019 trends. So we're going to go over a lot of the things that I've seen pop up on the runway, but also a lot of things that I'm seeing in real life. So hopefully this will give you some tangible things you might want to consider adding to your own wardrobe to update them. I advocate all the time for classic pieces and really building a foundation that you can wear for many years, but I think the trends are a really fun way to play with your personal style. So if you see any in here that really strike your fancy, then don't hesitate to add them in small or large doses. I know that there have been trends in the past that I've hopped on board, and now they're a really key part of my personal style. So I think they're really fun. And in this video, we're going to go over some that I've targeted as very easy. So things that you can kind of dip into without kind of compromising the rest of your wardrobe. The first trend I want to talk about today is statement pearls. Now, pearls are always in season in my opinion. I love them and I wear them all year long. But this season in particular, we're seeing them in large doses and then also in a Baroque style. They are so gorgeous and they're so easy to find right now. They're available pretty much everywhere. And I think that it's a really great way to play with something that you can not only feel trendy wearing right now, but also wear for many years to come. I think that pearls are something that complements pretty much everybody. And this Baroque style that we're seeing right now is really great if you don't love a traditional, very round, polished kind of perfect pearl look that we've seen a lot in the past. So feel free to hop on board if you really love pearls in general, but maybe you're feeling a little stale about what you have. It's a really great way to update something that's a classic. And I think also really great for spring, summer, because a great pair of statement earrings are perfect when it gets hot. All you have to do is pull your hair back, throw on the great earrings, and you are good to go. You will look fantastic despite being sweltering. Every new season, there are a couple colors that seem to be the go-to colors, the colors that dominate the runways and then also what we're able to buy in store. And this season, there are three that have caught my attention that I think are going to be really popular. The first is beige, worn in head-to-toe shades and different colors. I just love it. I think it looks so incredibly classic and it's really surprisingly easy to pull off. Beige can be kind of a tricky color depending on your hair color and your undertone, but I think that there's a way to do it for everybody. And I've got a video all about how to style beige coming up, so be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, have a peek around. Do some Pinterest searching for beige looks, and definitely experiment with things you might already have in your wardrobe, because it's a color that we wear a lot in almost a khaki color, but it's oftentimes overlooked because it feels so bland. But I think when done in different textures and with slightly different silhouettes, it can be really fresh and look absolutely beautiful with the Baroque pearls that I mentioned earlier. The other color that we're seeing pop up everywhere for spring 2019 is green, and specifically this really beautiful sage green color. Oh, I just love this color. I think it is so gorgeous. I'm a huge fan of green anyway. I think it's a really beautiful color. It can be kind of tricky to wear in certain undertones depending on your personal skin tone and undertone, so definitely play around with it. And if you're weary to have it up close to your face, maybe try a belt or a pair of shoes, maybe a handbag, or even a silk scarf tied on your bag. It's a color that's been popular over the years, so it's very easy to find secondhand, and I think that it's a color that you can wear for many, many years. So don't feel deterred or weary to jump on board because you think you might only be able to wear it this season, because I think it's a really classic color. If you go back and look at tapestries or old paintings, mosaics and things like that, it's a color that you'll see across many, 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 many years, and I think that it is absolutely classic. And another thing that I keep thinking as I'm seeing it pop up everywhere is that it's that color that's carried throughout The Sound of Music. That really beautiful, kind of 1960s green, but not quite. It's got more of a kind of like a classic Italian feel to it, and it is just so good. And then the last color that I want to talk about today is blue. So blue is always in trend, obviously. It's something that people wear. It's something I have in my wardrobe. I'm wearing it now and I wear it all the time. But this season we're seeing it in a lot of different shades all worn together. And I think it's another very easy one to jump on board, especially if you don't like to wear black. So I recommend a lot for people that are weary to wear black, maybe they feel like it kind of drains them, to go for navy. Go for a light blue or a deep blue, some variation of that color. color will give you the same effect, and I think it's a really great thing to play with this season because you can easily wear a light blue top with navy shorts, for example, and look dynamite and be totally on trend, but also still really classic. It's definitely a color that you'll be able to wear happily for many, many years, and a color that is much like beige that I talked about earlier, very easy to incorporate into what you already have in your wardrobe. As I'm going through the list that I put together for this video, I'm realizing that the aesthetic for spring 2019 is basically The Sound of Music / Pride and Prejudice. So we've got a lot of things that carry throughout both of those films that we're seeing a lot of this season. We have that beautiful green that I talked about earlier, and then the next two that I'm going to touch on. And the first of that is going to be delicate romantic blouses. This is something that's been popular for many, many years, obviously. But this season specifically, we're seeing it in this beautiful, rich, kind of muted white and off-white and creamy color. And I think that it's just the best. I love these blouses. I think that it's a great way to play with something that's still really neutral. So you can pair it with pretty much everything you already have, but also feel current. Plus, it's really romantic, it's really feminine. It's something that most people enjoy wearing, I think, and it's something that we'll be able to find a lot of. And another bonus of this one is that I'm finding a lot of these beautiful blouses done by handmade artisans. So I think it just adds to that love and romanticism about the look, because if you can have a piece that has all of these touches but was handcrafted for you, I think it's just a beautiful way to play into it even further. So I'll link some really nice ones that I've found down below for you. And then the other trend in that same vein is going to be detailing on your shirt, like ruching and lacing. These are both very romantic touches that are also really flattering and something that's really easy to wear. If you're a little bit self-conscious about your midsection, ruching is a great way to camouflage that. And then lacing just adds interest to anywhere you want it. So you can really detract the eye from the things you don't love and really direct them to what you do love. It's something that's, again, really easy to find in secondhand options and vintage options, and a really beautiful variation on a lot of the classic silhouettes that we've been wearing for many years. Hair accessories have been really, really popular the past couple seasons, and they're going strong for spring. But what's really great about it for this season is that it's also paired with the first trend, the pearls that we talked about. So if you get a great hair barrette or hair clip or a headband with pearls on it, then you'll be knocking both of those at the same time and still getting a piece that you can wear for a long time. I think that a pearl barrette is something, or a pearl safety pin type hairstyle, is such a lovely way to adorn your hair. It's a really nice way to disguise a bad hair day and also really, really great for as it starts to get hot, because we can pull our hair back but then put something decorative in our hair to kind of distract the fact that we just have our hair in a ponytail or a bun. Because the 90s have been so popular the last couple seasons, it's not surprising that that's trickling down to our jeans. And this season we're seeing a lot of this classic 90s silhouette. It's a little bit cinched in the waist, but kind of loose and baggy and straight-legged all the way down through the thighs and the ankle. It's something that can be a little tricky to wear. You might not find it very flattering on yourself, but it's a really easy one to incorporate into your wardrobe because it's jeans. So it's not something that you're maybe uncomfortable wearing. It's something that you've probably been wearing every day for the last however many years, but by updating the silhouette, it feels totally different. And then plus, you can also very easily find this trend secondhand, because this is quite literally the jeans that were being worn a couple years ago. So you don't have to break the bank to participate, and you can experiment with it without having to go broke. And the last trend that I want to talk about today is bubble or dome jewelry. I think this is so great because, as you know, I love jewelry. I think it's a really great way to change up your outfit and add interest to a really simple look. And when you're working with a silhouette as prominent as this, it's so easy. It's a one and done type thing. So you can wear a white shirt, great pair of jeans or pants, and throw on one of these beautifully shaped rings, and your entire outfit's complete. You have that statement, but it's still anchored in something really classic. And there's something really timeless but also modern about this silhouette that I really, really love. So I've found so many beautiful pieces that fit this type of feel. I'll link them down below for you, but it's something that you can definitely find pretty much everywhere this season. So don't hesitate to jump on board with this one if you love jewelry, because it's a nice change to a lot of the things that we've been seeing in the past years, but still really, really timeless and classic, and something that can very easily become part of your personal style. So those are some of the top wearable spring 2019 trends that I think are super easy to incorporate into your own wardrobe. They're things that I'm really excited about, and they're things that I think you can definitely adopt without breaking the bank and then disrupting all of the work that you've put into your wardrobe so far. So I would love to know in the comments down below, which of these is your favorite? Are there any you're super excited to try? And are there any that you're gonna steer clear of? Definitely let me know. And like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.